right, here we are in the second video of lesson 19. And you can see we have a problem here for us. It says multiply, express the product in unit form and standard form. Write an equation in fraction form to check the reasonableness of the units in your product. Okay, so that sounds like a lot to do, but let's practice it up. How many tenths are in 9 and 7/10? How many tenths is that? Hopefully you're saying that is 97 tenths. Oh, and I forgot to say in the last video, and I wanted to tell you now, this is on page 177. So please make sure you're writing it down in your book, and hopefully you wrote it down from the last video too. 97 tenths. And how many hundredths is in 8 hundredths? Well, that is 8 hundredths, right? 97 tenths and 8 hundredths. So then we need to multiply 97 times 8. Okay, so 8 times 7, 7 times 8 is 56. Carry the 5. 8 times 9 is 72 plus 5. Remember, these are added on at the top, right? They're not involved in the multiplication because that's a 10 that we borrowed over there, right? 56. So it's a 10. 9 times 8 is 72 plus 5 is 77. So we have 776 of what unit? And how do we know? Okay, so think about what unit our 776 is going to be. Tens times hundredths. Think about what we did in our last video. Tens times hundredths is thousandths, right? So we have 776 thousandths. Now, how do we write that in standard form? We got it in unit form. Awesome. Now we have to write it in standard form. 776 thousandths. Well, this is what I recommend you do. I recommend you write 776. And does the 6 land in the thousands place? Then we're good, right? 776 thousandths. Okay, there it is in standard form. And we're going to do it in fraction form to check, basically check our work and make sure it's reasonable. So we have 8 hundredths, right? 8 over 100 is the same as 8 hundredths, right? These are the same thing, times 97 tenths. Yeah. Now, if you're not sure why this is 97 tenths, please come and ask me. But let me just give you a quick rundown of it right now. 9 and 7 tenths, right? I have 7 in the tenths place. And this is 9 ones. But if we think about how many tenths it would be if we converted it, it would be 90, right? So 97 tenths. Okay, 97 tenths. And we multiply the two. We already know that it's 776. And 100 times 10 is 1,000. So 776 thousandths. There we are. Okay, and if you didn't get that all written down, then pause the video and get it written down now. Okay, because we're gonna move on. You will need to have that on number 2 when I do your mastery check. All right, so we're gonna move on to another question and do basically the same thing for number 3 on page 177 in your book right there. And you see that it's 5 and 28 hundredths times 9 and 7 tenths. So we're going to follow the same steps. We're going to say 5 and 28 hundredths. We're going to name it by the least, the smallest amount, which would be hundredths. So that would be 500, sorry about my 528. And over here, I'm going to put hundredths, right? 528 hundredths. So messy. Let me see if I can clean that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, 528 hundredths. times 9 7/10. So that would be 97 tenths. Then that way we just have it by unit form and we can just multiply the whole numbers and then convert it to standard form later. I think that's why it helps to do it this way. Okay, so 7 times 8 is 56. Hopefully we're learning that times table. Carry the 5. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 5 is 9. Carry the 1. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 1 is 36. Right? Now don't forget, we need to have our magic 0 here every time we multiply when we go to our tens place, because it's like multiplying by tens, right? 9 times 8 is 72. I'm going to put my 7 up here. Okay, cross out my 5 since I already used it. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 7. I'm going to break that 7 into 5 and 2. Okay, so 18 plus 2 is 20, plus 5 more is 25. And 9 times 5 is 45, plus 2 is 47. And then we're going to add it all together. 6, 9, 10, 11. Carry the 1. 11 plus 1 is 12. 3 plus 7 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. 4 plus 1 is 5. Yeah, I didn't used to be so good at this, but years of teaching has helped me. So having those facts is very helpful. So now we have 51,000. Sorry, I'm thinking about moving this while I'm talking. Sorry. 51,216. And what is my unit, right? Hundreds times tens is thousandths. Okay, now we have to write it in standard form. Let's just write the number out. 5, 1, 2, 1, 6. And I know my 6 is in the thousandths place, right? So thousandths, hundredths, tenths, decimal, ones, tens. So 51 and 216 thousandths. Now let's check it by fractions to make sure. 528 hundredths, just like I have right here. It's the same thing, not doing anything different, just rewriting it as a fraction. 97 tenths. Then I multiply tenths times hundredths and I get thousandths. And same number that I have on the top. I'm just going to draw an arrow. 51,216 thousandths. All right, so that's how I can double check and make sure I got it right. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that's helping you, right? And let's clean the screen and find out the rest of our joke. What did the egg say to the doctor? Oh, we're only going to find out part of it because we have one more video, right? You crack me. You might have guessed the ending, but thanks for your hard work.